Namaste. Namaste and welcome to Mindfulness Moment. This is the time, this is the now when we pause in our day to take a moment to connect to our body, to connect to the flow of breath. This is the practice, and this is our being in nature. This is who we are. We are connected. We are flowing right along with nature. This past week, we've had quite wonderful examples of different shifts and changes and flow, if you will. In the Northeast, they've experienced an earthquake for the first time in quite some time. Quite surprising for some, right? Unaware of what is happening in the moment, and then yet sinking right into it. We had a eclipse of the sun, right? The sun, the moon coming in front of the sun, and taking pause. I think many of us in the States just paused for a moment to check in and just to observe and to celebrate, if you will, the changes and the shifts that are constant in our world, in our life, in our being. So this practice, let's begin. We're going to flow, flow, flow. So hands down onto your thighs, and you're in a seat, right? You're in a seat. I'm down on the ground in a seat. You are most welcome to be seated in a chair, taking a posture that feels good and comfortable. And let's begin the flow. Breathing in, breathing out. And sometimes just to warm the body, to move, to breathe is enough, right? Is enough to really make us aware and conscious of this moment, So moving your spine around. As you're doing this, you might feel particular sensations. Maybe you're feeling really open and spacious this day. Maybe you woke up with a bit of a stiffness or a soreness in your body. And as the day progresses, how does that shift and change as you're here now paying really close attention to the physical body? You can swim yourself forward and back. What are you noticing? What are you noticing? Chest is open. Draw your elbows back as you move yourself forward, and then round, round, round. Keep the head down as you lift yourself up. Let's do this a few times. Hands down, elbows alongside the body, flowing with the spine forward, and then rolling yourself back. Once more, inhaling forward, chin and chest lift, exhaling and rounding back. Sit nice and tall wherever you are, whatever seat you're in. Lift your arms to the sky, a big breath here. Pull your chest right up to your hands, and then twist to the right side, turning and twisting. Sit nice and tall with your spine rooting very clearly down into the ground, and then turn and twist, looking over your right shoulder, and take a look there. Just take a look. Sometimes just changing our perspective is a wonderful way to connect to the now, just opening up to full presence in the body. Come back up to the center, reach up, big stretch here, lift, lift, lift. Foundation is strong, and the energy of your breath lifting you right up and out, and twist and go to that left side, turning and wrapping yourself around. Again, keep your eyes open, keep the gaze soft, but observe and notice how everything is experienced in this moment, how your perspective changes as you look over the left shoulder. Feel your breath. Come back up to the center, reach up, eyes wide open, bring your hands together in a prayer, and exhale very slowly right through the midline. You're going down, your hands here to heart center. Deep, deep breathing in and deep breathing out. Feel the flow. Feel the flow. Yeah, open your eyes and let's transition. Let's come up and stand, right? Coming up, moving and flowing with the body, whatever you have there. Move your whatever your seat out of the way. You pull your chair back, or if you're having a cushion. Today I'm working on a yoga mat. Not necessary for this practice. It feels kind of good to have the support, kind of the stickiness beneath me. And I'm practicing today in my bare feet. And I suggest to you, if you have the opportunity to do that, Feels really good to be grounded. That's a great place to practice mindfulness. So feet directly underneath you, arms reach way out to the side, a big stretch, your palms touch at the top. Exhale, bend your knees, go down. We're coming into a forward bend. Let go. Feel that flow in your spine, relax your head, and then inhale, come up halfway. Nice and long and strong in your spine. So stretch and breathe and stretch. Exhale, come back down. Use your breath. Roll yourself up. Push down, go slow. No hurry here at all. Roll up, the spine opening. Arms out to the side, palms facing up. So turn your palms up. Reach your arms forward, reach for your right wrist and pull yourself way up and over to the left side. You can soften that right side, maybe come up onto the ball of the right foot, pushing out into your hip, come back up to center, to the other side. Full breath in, full breath out. Exhale, come back up to the center. Separate your arms again, dive forward. So moving and breathing, taking these postures, coming up halfway. This is the sun breath. And intentionally inviting the body to move, to stretch, push down into the ground. All of the muscles, the long muscles of the body are working here. Palms press at the top. Exhale, hands to heart center. Full breath. Let's go again with that sun breath. Inhale up. Big stretch. Exhale. Release. Let go. This is a great way to flow. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, release it right back down. Press into the ground and rise up, warming the whole of the body. Palms will press at the top. Exhale, hands to heart center. Just pause and notice. Gaze is forward, eyes are soft. And this moment, wiggle your toes and feel the flow in your body. Notice the shifts and changes already, right, from when we first began this practice. Stay present in your breath. Release your arm. Let's face the right side here, the right side of the mat, if you have one, or just step to turn and face right and take a nice, wide, generous stance. So I'm getting really wide in my legs, nice and full. Take a look at your alignment here. So you want your toes to be lining up with one another, not one foot forward of the other or back. Feel the stretch here just as you push down into the ground. Arms reach forward, lift your arms to the sky, and then open your arms out into a big X position. So the arms are wide, the legs are wide. You're full of breath here. Put your hands bending at your elbows draw back, and then bend your knees. Toes are facing forward. You can even angle them in a bit. Exhale into this flow. Go down, go down, go down. Put your hands on your thighs. Your thumb is to the inside of your thighs, and then undulate your spine. Come up. Exhale, go down, rounding, working the spine, working the lower back, working your legs here. Flow, flow, flow. Inhaling and exhaling. Go with your breath. Inhale up, exhale back down. So the flow is intentional, right? Stand up tall, arms out in line with your shoulders. Now turn that left foot out. The right foot angles in a bit. You're in a warrior two position. So look over that left hand, feel your breath. You're nice and strong. Make sure your torso is centered. My torso is trying to pull forward here. Kind of move back and open. Hug the muscles onto the bones, all of the muscles, the legs and the arms, and feel that sensation. Turn your palms up, lean back, open up. Right leg straight and strong. I'm going to push that thigh bone back a bit. As you inhale, go forward. Your left forearm drops on top of the thigh. The right arm sweeps way up over your ear. You're open to the sky here, full of breath. Your chest is lifted. Deep breathing. Inhaling, exhaling, press down into the ground, rise back up, arms out to the side, put your hands to your hips, turn that left foot in, elbows draw back, lean back this time, open up, a little arc in the front of your spine, your chest is open, exhale down, feel the flow, coming into the forward bend, hands on your thighs, undulate back up, exhale down, tail lifting, rounding back up. Again, exhaling and inhaling. Nice wide-legged stance here, arms out in line with your shoulders. Let's turn the right foot out. So it's the opposite foot. I'll turn and face you here. So the right foot is turning out, the left foot, you don't have to change size. Right arms are in line with your shoulders, and breathe in, breathe out. Look at feel the torso, the center here, lift up and out of the center. Bend your right forearm, drop it onto the front of that thigh, and then lift that left arm way up and over your ear. Spin your chest to the sky. Spin your chest to the sky. Deep breathing in and deep breathing out. Good. Press down into the ground. Rise back up. Lean back. Ooh, feel this flow here. Inhale, come forward. Go ahead again. Widen your stance. Turn your toes in, and down, down, down you go. A flow of energy. Bending through the right leg, straightening the left. A few times like this. Side to side. Deep breathing. Lower back, we're really working to open up the lower back. Let's twist here. Right hand down, left arm sweeps to the sky, left arm lifting. Turn your chest, your gaze up towards that left hand. Exhale, release it right back down. Turn to the other side and twist and experience the flow. The inhalation, the exhalation, legs can straighten. Exhaling, coming back, let your head drop. Oh, the flow of energy. Flow of your breath. Climb up, your hands onto your thighs. A little bit more undulation. Spine moving up and down, and inhale. Nice and tall here. Heel toe your feet in. Step yourself here to face forward. Come into a mountain pose. Let's do it with the big toe. Toes touching, the heels slightly apart. Stand tall. The inhalation. Exhalation, soften your gaze. Just notice the body. Bring your hands out in front of you. Interlace left index finger on top. Left index finger. Turn your palms forward. Reach your arms to the sky. Go tall here. Up and over to the left. Big side bend. Come back up. Up and over to the right side. Good. Come back up. Separate your arms. Bend your knees. You're just going to go halfway. Your hands to your thighs. Hips are back, chest is forward, and reach your arms up. Utkatasana pose. So this is seated chair pose. Sinking down, opening up. Good. We're going to reach in front of the right knee and draw that right knee up with you. So you might have to hang on here, right? Use that right knee up into your chest. Feel your breath. You can roll into the right ankle. Bring your hand on top of your right ankle. Again, you might be having to hang on here, or if you like, right? Put your hand onto the ankle and then draw your knees together. Lift your chest, Reach your left arm to the sky. Keep that right knee tracking into the midline and feel this stretch. You might even pitch yourself forward a bit. Feel your breath. Balancing pose, right? Again, you can hang on if you need to. This is just also a really nice quad stretch. Exhale. Release that right foot, big toes to touch. So we're very mindful of posture. Arms up, sit down, Utkatasana. Lift, sit, lift, flow. Inhale, left knee comes up into your chest. So hug it up into your chest. Nice full breath. In and out. Your left hand can come on top of that ankle. Again, be mindful that you're not winging that left leg out, but bringing it into the midline. Good stretch for the shoulder. Right arm is forward, and then pitch yourself forward. You can really open up here. Stretch as you will. The quad is stretching, the shoulder. A little balancing act here. Good. Release the foot. Big toes touch. Bring your hands to your heart center. Let your eyes be soft. Feel the beating of your heart now. Right? You feel the flow. Inhale, one more sun breath. Inhale, up, up, up. And exhale, draw down. Deep breathing. Inhaling halfway up. Exhaling back down. Rise up, rise up. Reach your arms to the sky. Palms touch at the top. Exhale, hands to heart center. Nice full breath in and out. Good. Shrug your shoulders. Open yourself up. I'm going to sit in a chair. So if you have a chair available, come along with us, right? You can grab something to sit on. Might be the ledge, maybe in your office or something like that. So we'll do a little stretch here. Sit down at the edge of the chair. And this stretch is in particular, it's really good for your sciatic area. I hear a lot of that. We in this Western culture sit a lot, and we often sit for hours at a time and then get up and start to move, and we sleep in a particular way. There's lots of tension in that area, kind of compressing. This is a wonderful stretch for that. So hug your right knee into your chest. Sit nice and tall. I'm at the edge of my seat here, right at the edge of the seat. Bring your hands back behind your thigh and then kick and release and kick and release. Extend that right leg way forward. The heel is down, but the foot is flexed. You can grab the edge of your seat. Now, lift really strong and tall through the spine and then gently hinge yourself forward. So we call this sciatic flossing. So again, lower back is working there. Use your breath, inhaling, exhaling, inhale, come back up. If you want to lift that leg up a little higher and try to come forward, just notice. I'm going to drop it back down. Do that again. Long spine, open up. Keep breathing. In and out. Feel that stretch. You might feel it in your back, hamstrings for sure. You're going to be feeling that. Inhale, come back up. Let's do it one more time. Leg is straight and strong, heel down, spine lifted, and then flow, flow, flow forward. Breathing. So we can all benefit from this stretch. We can all benefit from this stretch. Come back up. Bring that right knee back up into your chest again. Draw it in. Cross ankle to knee. This is a good one too. These are good to do at your desk. Maybe if you do suffer from this, and or you just want to keep yourself nice and open, feel that ankle to knee. The right foot is nice and flexed. Left foot down. Deep breathing. Lift your arms up. Bend your elbows. I'm going to try to hook my elbows in front of the shins. So keep going. The spine is nice and long, and just relax down into this. For you, you might be able to go a little bit further or back away. Maybe your elbows are just gently resting on your shins as you take this stretch. So all of this, of course, like our whole body, like all of us, connected, right? Connection. Feel it in the hip, feel it in your back, and then gently rise back up. Drop that right foot down. Breathing, shrug your shoulders. Left leg comes up. Hug it into your chest. Hug it in. Quite remarkable, this body of ours and the joints. Extend that leg forward. You can kick and release and kick through the heel and release and kick through the heel. Drop the heel down onto the ground. The leg is straight and strong. So again, I'm at the edge of my seat, sitting at the edge of the seat, nice and strong. So as I pitch myself forward, it's a hinging here at the waist, not a rounding. So try to keep the body nice and strong. I'm hanging onto the back of the chair here in this case. And then feel again the stretch, back body, hamstring. Certainly you can go down as far as you can go. This side for me is a little bit more spacious. Just observe that. Inhale, come back up. You can lift that leg. Lift, try to pitch yourself forward there. My heel's going to come back down. Deep breathing. In and out. Most of us are quite tight in the hamstrings, and lift. And then actually we're quite soft. They're kind of not so strong in those hamstrings either. So lift up and then go forward, stretching, strengthening, breathing here. The inhalation, the exhalation, and then rise back up. Left foot comes back underneath you. Left knee again up into your chest. We're going to cross ankle to knee. So you might be here, right? Maybe your leg is quite lifted. That's okay. You can kind of soften into it, whatever and wherever that leg is landing for you. Flex your foot. You're nice and strong. You're nice and tall here. I feel a great gripping in my outer hips. Right? Just notice what you feel. Arms go up. We're hinging, right? Just like we did in that previous stretch. And then inhale forward, elbows maybe sneak forward of the shin, and relax here and breathe. And yeah, relax into intensity, right? You feel the intensity, feel the breath, the hips are opening or not. Just notice. Can you kind of unwind? I often imagine, especially the hips, right? The fibers just expanding and softening and opening. Good, and then come back, relax the head and neck. Ooh, take some rolls. This is all very connected, right? The head and neck and shoulders to the hips, your feet both drop down now. Just notice, right? Feeling side to side the body. And let's now start to prepare. We're going to do one more stretch here. I'm going to come back down onto the ground for this, right? So you can stay in your chair if you would like, right, to take a forward bend here. If you are in your chair, you can keep your legs, kind of bring them forward slightly. Same thing on the ground, actually. Heels are down. Sit yourself up nice and tall, still hinging as we go forward. Hinge forward. I'm grabbing the outer edges of my feet and then going down to give myself a nice stretch. This should feel good in your lower back, right? You want to feel that sensation. So we're working to stretch this all out now. The hamstrings, work the quads, the lower back area, and the breath is flowing. That's the constant. The flow. Being is nature flowing. Again, it is all around us, beautifully displayed, even in the 24-hour cycle in which the earth moves around the axis, right? Just noticing from day to night. This is a lovely way to break in the middle of your day or whenever you have the opportunity to do this practice. Breathing. And simply noticing, right? Giving yourself all the opportunity in the world to notice. You might be surprised what you're discovering. Maybe you feel really open today. Maybe as you stretch here, you notice something happening in your shoulder or down lower in the hips or the soles of the feet. Whatever it is, just noticing. Go ahead and come up again, the head and neck rolling. Trying to relax and soften. Little shake of your legs, preparing for a seat. So this meditation practice, this mindful practice that we go, right? So as we're moving, that's a moving meditation. We're in the body. We're very concentrated and focused. Now we intentionally are going to come into a seat. So I'm gathering my seat. I have a blanket that I put underneath my seat. I have a little cushion here. It can be, a cushion, a pillow that you sit on, whatever. Maybe you have a bolster or whatever. Wherever you're seated, you want to make sure if you're on the ground that your knees are lower than your hips. So I'm crossing into this pose is called Siddhasana, one foot in front of the other. The knees act as foundation. So I'm taking my time for this seat because it is really important, and it is instructed very, very carefully in the ancient texts. So wherever we land, whatever that place is, the foundation is really true. Could again be in a chair or at your desk, your feet are rooted, and then you go up and out, right? You are comfortable yet very steady, very steady. Let's take a mudra today. The thumb and the index fingers touch, dropping the hands very gently down onto the thighs. So as you have this very clear seat, right? There's a lot of energy in this seat. The rest of the body tries to relax. So try to melt your shoulders. Again, core strong, holding you, spine upright, crown of the head, lift it up, right? Effortless. Let's flow with our breath. Very, very focused. Begin to dial back the gaze, right? So you can keep your eyes open. Keep your eyes open here. Just move the focus from out, bringing it, starting to bring it back in towards your body. You're going to feel it coming in towards your face and even dialing back, going inside the body, maybe even back through the body so you can sense what's behind you and just see this moment just as it is. We don't have to shift or change anything, just notice. The gaze is soft, spacious. Sensually, you experience the tips of your fingers, your thumb and your index finger touching. You feel the skin of your body just wrapped around the muscles and the bones. Listen. What do you hear in this moment? I happen to be practicing in this beautiful garden that is filled with glorious subtropical birds singing and just enjoying themselves right here. Maybe the sounds you hear, the sounds of people speaking, or maybe the trucks going by, the city alive, moving, everything moving. You feel and experience and taste this moment. You can become aware of the nostrils and really tune into just the smells. I smell grass and feel and experience whatever it is that you're experiencing. Notice. And all this flow and all this movement, we come to this place again. The instruction is clear. It is steady. It is steady. It is comfortable. And we let things flow. Just let it flow, just like the thoughts. If the thoughts begin to come in, and trying to take you away from this moment, just allow them to flow. Allow them to flow. Mindfulness. Staying still, but again, kind of awakening your senses, your taste and your smell and the experience of touch, what it is that you hear. Finally, as your eyes flip open, what do you see in this moment? Again, your gaze is inward. Start to deepen your flow of breath now, inhaling, lifting your chest open. You can lift your chin in your chest. As you exhale, go ahead and drop your chin down to your chest. Open your hands wide. Bring your hands together in a prayer. Intentionally, left hand to right, right to left. Right here in your center, your thumbs gently touch your center, your sternum, and breathe in, breathe out. Mindfulness moment. We are nature itself. We are flow in this being. Take a deep breath in, lift your chin in your chest. As you exhale, go ahead and drop your chin to your chest. Namaste. Namaste to you. Bring your hands to your forehead. Exhale. Thank you so much for the privilege and honor of guiding you through this mindfulness moment practice. My name is Evalena, and I look forward to practicing with you again soon. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. Enjoy the flow. Namaste.